Hey, it's Shelly Rose May, Art by the Metis-mama here, and welcome to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. It will help build my channel and bring me more business, hopefully. So today I'm here to talk about what is a cedar spirit doll. So I have a few examples here of what they are. I'm not going to be showing you how to make these. I'm just going to be talking about them. So if you want an instructional video, just skip out of here and check out some of my other videos on doll making. I don't have a video on how to make these though, just so you know. So at least I don't think I do. No, I don't. So anyways, these are my cedar spirit dolls, and the reason why they're called cedar spirit dolls is because the heads are made of redwood cedar. Redwood cedar is a very grounding, healing, wise spirit. And it carries a lot of knowledge. So hence the fact that it's wise, right? But yeah, people can feel the energy of these dolls when they see them in person. These dolls have brought people to tears. They're very, very special. And I truly believe a lot of that does have to do with the energy that they carry, from the fact that their hair mimics sweetgrass and the teachings that sweetgrass carries. You know, when you braid sweetgrass, it's braided in such a way that each strand or each bunch that you gather, each one represents something: body, mind, and spirit. There's whole teachings around it, and I highly recommend you look it up. I'm not going to get into all the teachings because this video would be too long, and I don't want to make this video super long. But I just wanted to come and talk about these dolls because I always get so many questions about them. So yeah, so the hair mimics sweetgrass. The skirts that they wear mimic the ribbon skirts and the teachings around ribbon skirt making. You can go to Indigenous Nouveau, is a good person that she has on her website the teachings, but you can probably find it on YouTube as well. When you wear a ribbon skirt, you are reminded of the sacredness of who you are as a woman. And because the skirt looks like a teepee, the teepee carries the values of Indigenous people, and each pole represents a different value. When you're wearing a ribbon skirt, you're carrying those values with you, and you're reminded of your own sacredness as a woman. She's holding a smudge bowl that has real sage in it. The reason she has wings is to remind you of your own spiritual nature, which is who you really are. Each and every one of us is really perfect spirit already. But when we come into this earth realm, we forget who we are often, and we pile on all these beliefs of who we think we are. And the reason why they're called beliefs is because they're lies. If you look at the word belief, it's got the word lie in there. The lies that we tell ourselves are not real. Who we really are is perfect spirit. And so that's the reason I give these dolls wings, is to remind us of who we really are. We come from the great spirit. We're already perfect spirit. But we have to come here for some reason. What is that reason? Why did we come here? Why are we here doing this earth walk? And why did we forget that we aren't already made perfect, you know? So these dolls remind us of the teachings. They remind us of our spiritual heritage. They remind us of the blue world in which we come in the Pleiades, and we step through that portal to come to do our earth walk when the grandmother spider lowers us down here. So this is a star person spirit doll. It's called a Sagochuk, which I learned that term from Wilford Buck, who's a Cree elder. A Sagochuk means spirit lights above, in reference to the star people. And this particular doll is a Pleiadian, or a being that comes from the Seven Sisters. The Seven Sisters is also the name of the connection to the Pleiades. And a long time ago, when I was a teenager, I connected with my Pleiadian family, and I learned later through my through different Indigenous elders and knowledge keepers and through my own inner knowing, that was my family, and that was where I was from, and that's where a lot of Indigenous people are from. And yeah, they're very special. I don't want to say people, but they're a very special being to me, because I didn't know that when I was a teenager and I learned about the Pleiadians. I had no idea any of that stuff. Like, I found out when I was young, and it's been a lifelong journey of discovering more depth about the Pleiadians and their connection to Indigenous people. And yeah, that's just a whole nother subject, which I'm not going to get into, but I just wanted to share that. Let's see what else we got. Grandmother Raven. I love Grandmother Raven. Grandmother Raven came to me when I had stage 4 cervical cancer and spoke to me and told me that if I didn't get my crap together, I was not going to be here anymore. So I am forever grateful to this medicine for guiding me on that journey. So each of my dolls do come with a message that explains each of their medicines. This is Grandmother Deer, and again, it comes with a teaching. And these antlers I order from the States, so if I do ever teach this workshop, it probably won't be on Grandmother Deer unless we can find an alternative to get out antlers. But I don't typically teach these dolls as a workshops. I prefer not to, just because can be pricey to get the supplies at times. But I'm sure we can work it out if someone's really excited about these dolls. This one's called I Am Loved. And this one's just talking about like how to love yourself, and that you should love yourself, basically. Isn't she pretty? And this fabric is by Indigenous Nouveau. So that's another thing about these dolls. All of the fabric that I use on my dolls comes from either ribbon skirt scraps, quilting scraps, just other project scraps. I don't often buy fabric new to make these dolls, but I have bought fabric new to make these dolls. What else? Yeah, so this is her fabric as well. This is a fireweed. This is Bleeding Heart. And this is also her fabric as well. I love her fabric. It's so beautiful. This is in Jackie Travers Indigenous Floral fabric. And this is a Louis Riel sash. I order those from Etchy Boy. I also use the L'Assumption sash as well, which is a little bit different than this one, but similar. And did I say this is Real Sage in all their smudge bowls? So some of the dolls will carry smudge bowls. Some of them might carry something else. This one is carrying a smudge bowl too, but sometimes they'll be carrying, like I did a White Buffalo Calf Woman doll, and she carries a pipe because she's the one who brought the sacred pipe. So each one is different and unique. I never make the same doll twice. They'll be similar, but they'll be different. When I first started making these dolls, they didn't have faces on them. And then my mom told me, my late mom, she's like, put a face on them. They look creepy without one. So the face was born, and I really actually love how the faces end up developing to what they are. They're really cute. What else can I say about these dolls? Talked about the wings, we talked about the fabric and the dress and the hair, the wood, the redwood cedar. I don't know what else to say, but you can leave comments and ask questions on any of these dolls. Yeah, they're pretty special dolls. This is a deer hide shawl. I don't know if I mentioned that already. Yeah, so I get a lot of moccasin scraps and just other project scraps from other artists who are like, look, Shelly, I have all this leather or deer hide scraps. So could you use it for your projects? And I'm like, absolutely. So I'm really blessed in that way. Like some stuff I don't have to pay for. And that's what will make this, like if someone wanted to do this as a workshop, I do have some stuff that I could donate as part of the, materials that we would use for the workshop. But if we were to do Métis ones, I would definitely have to order more sash. I would have to probably, sometimes I'll make these with fiddles. Sometimes I'll have little teapots. They're all unique and different. And I have other ones. I have grandmother owl. I do all the 7 sacred teachings. So if I were to do this as a class, I guess people could probably pick their own medicine if I had all the supplies for them. And it'd probably be doable as a class. You can sew these, but for classes, I don't recommend sewing because it just can take a lot longer. We'll just use glue guns and we'll just go for it. So I think that's all I have to say on these ones for now. But if that's something that you're interested in learning about how to make, just send me an email to artbythemetismama@gmail.com, and I'll put that email in the description box. And I will talk about artist honorariums and how I figure out like what to charge people for my workshops. I'll do that in a separate either video, or document or email or something. I got to figure that out because that's something comes up a lot, is what to charge people. And I never know what to say because I don't like charging money for workshops, but I also need to provide for my family and groceries are expensive. So I need to figure out how to, I need to come up with a pricing on what to charge for a workshop like this and all that stuff that goes around it. So I don't want to get into that on this video. I just wanted to share about what a cedar spirit doll is, and I hope that helps you kind of understand a little bit more about them. And thanks for watching.